Alright guys, so today I'm going to be doing another weather radio collection video after a few months. So yeah, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So let's start off with the Midland 74200.
Please listen to Know Weather Radio or go to weather.gov.
Works fantastically. This is one of the oldest radios out there, so it's gonna have an alert monitor on it. But yeah, and I figured out a strategy to make this radio go off for all the alerts instead of just missing all of them. So while the message of like an alert comes in, like a double header or something, and the first alert comes in, I do this, like that. So that's what I've been doing for my 74200 to make it go off for all the alerts, like the severe thunderstorm warnings, for example. So yeah, and you heard the radio go off. So yeah, so that's how I'm dealing with that radio to go off for alerts. Anyways, moving on to the Recom R1630.
In counties, when until 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Reception is fantastic, but only with low volume though. And required weekly test, last alert. You get it Wednesday, 11 a.m. So we have next up is the Radio Shack 12-991.
May remain below freezing, which will offer some minor additional freezing rain accumulations here.
Reception is pretty good. Speaker grill is pretty unique, and really don't have any much more to say about this radio. So, anyways, moving on to the Radio Shack 12-522.
Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the capital region tonight. Cloudy with a chance of rain shower.
Works perfect. And and I also like the little temperature thing. Pretty cool. Next up is my brand new Midland WR400.
Set. Sunday, partly sunny. Hot.
Very unique screen display on there. It's kind of like the Sangean screen, but again, longer. And yeah. And nothing really else to say because I already said the features in my last video, so go check that out if you haven't already. Next up is the Midland WR10.
North winds around 5 miles per hour.
The reception is okay, but it still goes off for alerts, of course, because goes off for 1050 hertz zones. Got this little red LED light on there. It flashes or blinks whenever an alert comes in again. So yeah. Anyways, moving on over here, we have the Midland HF54 second handheld radio. I moved it over here because the reception when it was over here was pretty bad. So therefore I moved it over here, and now it has much more better reception than ever.
Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour.
Now it's not perfect because there's a little bit of static whenever the dude talks, but overall, still pretty good. Here we have a brand new looking, this is not really weather radio, but it's kind of weather radio-ish. This is my, another brand new, this is another brand new thing that I got, for Christmas. A weather station temperature scanner looking thing. It scans the temperature anomalies, what's it like indoors and outdoors. Like for example, you can see right there, you can see this is for indoors, this is for outdoors, and it is definitely not 69 degrees outside. I can tell you that. It's more like in the 30s, but I mean, again, it is indoors, obviously, so yeah. I got this little snooze light thing, I guess. And I also like the little, digit numbers, whenever, the next minute will pop up. And it also has phases of the moon, which is also pretty cool. So, yeah. Anyways, moving on, we have, moving on to my desk here. Next up is the Radio Shack 12-521.
National Weather Service, broadcasting the latest weather forecasts, warnings, and other information 24 hours a day.
Weather station still works. It's still not glitchy. I'm hoping it won't be glitchy, because this Radio Shack 12-521 has gave me a little bit of problems with the weather station. But, however, there's this little clip thing attached to the antenna to make it so that the weather station doesn't glitch out anymore. It's been working fine, for now, at least. It's been working so far, so, yeah, so, really don't know if I should really even be complaining about it anymore, but whatever. Anyways, moving on to the WR1 Midland WR120 Easy.
At Albany International Airport, light rain and fog were reported.
Pretty good reception. It's just like the 400 where it has like a little, like, you know, like for example,
And the relative humidity 96%.
has like this little saving thing right there, and it also kind of has like the same lights as the 400. You see these little like things right there on there? Yeah, it's kind of like that. Except the advisory, watch, and warning do not flash with the little square things like the 400 does. I know you guys haven't seen it yet, but you will when the next weekly test will pop up or whatever alert comes in. Yeah. Anyways, Eton Zone Guard mounted into my wall.
And 48 at New York City. At Burlington, freezing rain and rain were reported.
Works nicely. It is now hooked into a charger. Well, pretty much. Well, I mean, of course it is, cause like, yeah, well, yeah. So, and yeah, and you guys know I did make a video where I was getting a charger for that guy over there. So, yeah. Anyways, moving on. Sangean CL100. This is one of the most unique looking radios.
In southern Vermont. For tonight, the probability for widespread hazardous weather is low. And now the extended outlook.
I like how it like does this little like fading in thing. Has the same screen as the WR400, like I mentioned over there, and also has AM/FM as well. And when an alert comes in, it also does the little fading thing. Yeah, overall, this is a pretty nice radio, and I highly recommend it, but I really don't know if they'll actually have more on Amazon, because this is actually where I got this radio from, Amazon. So, yeah, or maybe you can check eBay or something, but I got this from Amazon, and yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, moving on to the Midland Midland HH50. This is what this one is called.
Couple of hours. This could potentially result in slick sidewalks and untreated roadways. If heading out this evening, use caution when driving. What? Freezing rain?
Yep. I also moved this radio because, again, the reception over there wasn't really good. It wasn't as good, but so therefore I moved it right there, and again, reception is nice. Mini fridge right there. And next we have the AlertWorks Ear 10.
Showery precipitation is expected to continue on and off through this evening and into tonight.
Very cool overall. Warning, watch, and advisory on the sides there. You can barely, it's like you can't really see anything through like the colors, you know, red, orange, or yellow. But, I mean, when an alert comes in, you'll see the thing flashing to the side. So, yeah, this guy always goes off for alerts, but for whatever reason, back in mid-October when we had that storm, it wasn't going off for alerts, except for one alert that I missed, but overall, this guy is very cool overall. And it also goes off for the first header tone, so, yeah. Anyways, Capella radio.
Round 40. Northwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour.
Also a pretty cool radio that has AM, FM, and stuff. Yeah, nothing really much else to say, because, this radio is pretty cool and all, and, really have nothing else to say, so. Anyways, moving on, we have the Radio Shack 12-261.
The Schoharie Valley and higher terrain tonight. Patchy fog this evening.
Yep, works, pretty flawlessly. So, yeah. Or nicely, I guess. And lastly, well, actually not lastly, because there's still 2 more radios that are, not in here. Well, they are, but anyways. Eton SolarLink, which is not connected to a charger at this time period. The charger is supposed to come between January 6th and 13th. I'm pretty sure you guys knew about that in one of my videos of where I was talking about the charger for this guy.
Highs in the mid-30s. North.
Very cool. Has a little flashlight, a little volume turner thing, and a little crank thing, and a thing right there, and a solar panel on the top. The back, just the charger for the radio and phone charger as well, and the headphone jack, AM, FM, and stuff like that. I'd actually highly recommend this radio. So, yeah. So, anyways, where are these last 2 radios? They're in here. These are the broken radios. So, let's start with this guy. Let's go over here. So, this is one of my broken radios. This is the Radio Shack 12-262. Believe it or not, we actually tried the little clip attached to antenna thing, but it wasn't really working. So, yes, therefore, this guy will likely be done. So I would consider this broken because it doesn't really work with the reception. It's just all glitchy and just very, it's just not, it's just not its day. It's just not working. So, yes, this guy will likely be done. And then finally is the Midland WR100 version 5 radio. It was only working for 2 weeks until it started to do the flatline beeping thing, which is the most common thing for only version 5s. Anything that's version 4 or lower, it doesn't have this problem. It was up until version 5 came out with the flatline beeps. So yeah, so therefore I'll be getting another 100. This time it's going to be a version 3, which is going to be coming within like a few days or something now, because it's less than a week now. As you can see, today is the 25th, and these were the days where it was going to be coming, in between. So, yeah, so it will likely be a few days. So, yeah. Anyways, that is going to wrap up for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And, yeah. And stay tuned for more videos of mine. And I'll see you guys later.